What's up, guys? Look, it's like 2 in the morning. I just got done with a session, video shoot, um, and it is at Lens Head. I don't know if you guys can see that. Of course not, it's backwards. All good. It's at Lens Head. And I wanted to give you guys 5 reasons why you should move to Atlanta, Georgia. So number 1, guys, the weather is amazing out here. It is January and it feels like it's about 50, 60 degrees out here. I'm actually kind of hot in this coat. We had snow for the first time since 2018, and the rest of the time, like, it's only 3 weeks of like snow or winter, and then it's just warm for all the rest of the time. So if you live on the East Coast or you live in a place where it's real cold, that's number 1. The weather is beautiful out here. It gets real hot in the summer, and winter is about 3 weeks. Then after that, it's just hot. It's warm. It feels like fall time for the rest of the time. Number 2 would be activities. There's always something to do. So, guys, this is Sunday night, really a Monday morning. And one of my homies, my one homie I got out here, he had a shoot. He invited me to go with him. I shot some B-roll for him for his vlog. I met some really cool people, real nice people. And yeah, I met an artist that signed to Dolph, and yeah, everybody was cool. His peoples was cool. So this is one activity. Like, if you're into music and hip hop, this is the place. There's always something to do, people to meet, always. And then as far as like going out for dates and things like that, there's all types of stuff to do. Like, they got Putt Check, they got these arcades that are like barcades here. They got all types of family activities, festivals, live concerts. There's a lot to do here. Like, you'll never be bored, no matter what. There's always something to do. Always big stars coming here to perform. So that's number 2. Always something to do. Plenty of activities. You won't be bored. Number three would be the dating life, the dating scene. I know a lot of people be on the internet and they be saying that it sucks out here dating wise. Well, in my experience, guys, it's not. It's really actually really dope. There's a lot of great women out here. Of course, there's bad ones too, but there's also great ones. This all depends on, your discernment. If you understand who's somebody that's not for you and who's somebody that is for you, that's what really matters. So if you just know about that and you're good with picking the right partner for you, then you'll be just fine. You'll hear a whole bunch of horror stories about out here, but it's really a really dope place, and it's not something that you got to be afraid of. You stick to yourself and you stay away from the wrong crowds, then you'll love it here in Atlanta. I've been here about 4 years and I absolutely love it. I enjoy myself. There's always something to do. Got a decent job, stay in a pretty safe area. It is like, it's Riverdale, so it's not like crazy bad, but bad things happen everywhere. But as long as you stay out the way and you ain't interacting or hanging with the wrong crowds, you should be good. So, what was that, number 3? That was number 3, I believe. Alright. So number 4 would be, number 4. Okay, number 3 was dating. So then number 4, guys, let's say number 4 would be culture. Especially if you African American. Like, back from Reading, Pennsylvania, where I live, they had something called the Puerto Rican Parade, where they would celebrate Puerto Rican culture. Everybody would come out, celebrate, and they'll be going around the city with all different types of things. Here, we have a Juneteenth parade where They celebrate big events, people performing. They have the Roots picnic in celebration of us. And this year, in 2025, we'll be getting out of work at my job. So it's like an official federal holiday now. I don't know if it's like that for all the states, but here in Atlanta, you get off work. Nobody goes to work on Juneteenth. So yeah, that's a big plus. So yeah, culture. Of course, the people here support their artists. You know, a bunch of black businesses. One thing I noticed from being from the East Coast and a contrast to here, I didn't see a lot of successful people that look like me growing up, but here they're literally everywhere you look. Like, they live all in the big houses and the rich neighborhoods, the suburbs, you know, versus back home where I live, it was every other race except us. But here is people that look like me, and I love that difference. It's definitely I wouldn't say a culture shock, but it's something that's appreciated. Especially, I'm raising a son, and he can see that there's other people that look like him that are successful, and he can see that and be like, okay, like, I can do it too. Because me getting down here and seeing it, it makes me think that I can do it too also. So representation is really good, and everybody supports each other. You know, of course, it's not perfect, but it's a beautiful start. So yeah, culture would be number 4. And then number 5, it would be the food. Like, anything you guys are looking for. All different types of cultures are here. So anything you're looking for, any kind of cuisine, it's here. And you will love every single bit of it. It's absolutely amazing. The food that you'll find here, the creativity of these restaurants, the creativity of the staff. Yeah, beautiful. Now, here are 5 cons about Atlanta. Number 1, customer service. So, not everywhere. It's more of the areas where, like in Riverdale, like, you know, more of the hood spots, things like that. Customer service is bad. Like Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, all that. I don't shop at these places, but when I first got here, you know, we had to save money, so we weren't going to expensive restaurants. But it was always bad customer service. So versus in the East Coast, no matter where you were, customer service was amazing. Yeah, but here, it's just people that just don't give a fuck, and then they'll let you know that they don't. So, yeah, like in the lower income areas, then the customer service is bad. Not every place, but like your typical places like Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, all those type of places. But Chick-fil-A is the only one that amazing customer service. I don't know what they teach their employees, but customer service is always A1. Number 2, you can get scammed. You can get scammed. So you gotta be careful about talking to certain people, certain women. Like, they will try to take your money, and they won't give it back. They will take your money, and that will be that. You know, you try to go out on a date with a girl, and she's like, yeah, send me this much so that I can meet you, you know, so I can get an Uber, my car's in the shop. Don't send her that money. She ain't coming. She ain't coming. She gonna take your money, you know? Don't fall for the whole, you know, if you was a boss, you could do it. You got money, you could do it. If you broke, just say that. Don't fall for that. It's just a scam. So, yeah. I know from experience, and I know from friends that happens here. Back home, that didn't happen. Like, if a girl said, like, she needs some money for this or that, the third, she's not gonna scam you. She's just gonna straight just show up. And then if she don't like you, she'll be like, oh, well, we have fun, and then leave. But yeah, here they won't even meet you. They'll just be like, thank you for the bread, and then yeah, they'll go buy 1/8 or whatever, and that's it. So yeah, that would be number 2. You can get scammed. Number three. Number three, the housing is very expensive. Rent is expensive. Very expensive. Very expensive. Very expensive. Maybe because what I know from back home, you can get an apartment for like $1,000, $850, $950. Here it's like $1,400. It's gonna be like the lowest. You know, $1,400 is gonna be like the lowest. It's expensive out here, especially you trying to live by yourself. Boy, you better get a roommate, or I hope you have a good job, because it's expensive, especially if you have a kid. Very expensive. Extremely expensive. Nice, but expensive. So yeah, number 3, rent is expensive. Number 4, another con would be if you're going out and things do pop off, and things aren't all that safe out here. A lot of people have guns. A lot of people can be ignorant here. So yeah, just be mindful of that. If you're gonna be outside like I am, just be mindful that people be wild, and they're allowed to carry guns around here. So if you're gonna be the type that goes to the club, this, that, and the third, make sure you go to the club and leave the club before things start getting wild. You start hearing people yell or something like that. You feel like things about to get out of hand. Get up out of there. Don't stand there and try to watch. Just get up out of there, because it will go down, right? And number 5, the last con, last con. Last con, I would say it is kind of difficult to get a job here. A good job. Something really, really good, unless you have a skill. So I'm talking about if you're just a regular person and you want to get a regular job here and you want to survive, then yeah, you're going to need a little bit more bread to survive and do that. So just be mindful of that. So those are the 5 pros and the 5 cons of living in Atlanta. Overall, guys, I say you should definitely move to Atlanta, Georgia, and you'll love it. Even though there is cons, the pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching the video.